Hi everyone, this is Rushad and we are going to do a short video review on the Triumph Bonneville. As you can see, it's the modern classic category of motorcycles of Triumph. The iconic brand Bonneville has been there for decades and can't help but love the styling on this bike. Now when Triumph initially came to India, uh, what we thought was they'll test the market with the entry level Bonneville, and that's about it. That's all that we might get for the Indian market, but that's not true. Triumph has brought in its entire range of motorcycles, and they've practically covered round about all categories of motorcycles. So they've got these modern classics of Bonneville T100 Truxton, followed by the street bikes, the street triple, the speed triple. They've got the adventure range in the Tigers, and then they've got the cruisers in the Storm and the Rocket 3, the iconic Rocket 3. Let's start. 865cc parallel twin. We've got the free flow exhausts put in here, so let's go for a round. The first thing you notice about the Bonnie once you sit across is how low the bike is. It's a good thing, especially gives it excellent handling abilities. So it's very easy to just lean it into a corner and absolutely nothing happens. There's Dad. Say hello to Dad. Just enjoy the sound. Ah. What I love about the bike, let's start. Starting with the styling. And absolutely drop dead gorgeous Audis. Okay, so the styling, drop dead gorgeous. Everything on the bike, there's enough chrome, you know. At the same time, it's not a clunky wartime era technology. It's got an oil cooled engine, it's got fuel injection, it's got a self start, and it's quite reliable that way. Unlike, let's say, a Royal Enfield, but can't really compare at the price points. Styling apart, the engine is absolutely amazing. It's the 865cc parallel twin. What I love about the engine is the way it puts down the power. It's absolutely linear and it's fast. It's very fast. So there's no surge in power. There's no lull in power. So you don't really have to keep it in any particular rev range to get the most out of the bike. It'll pick up from as low as 40 kilometers per hour in fifth gear, which happens to be its top gear. So it'll pick up from as low as 40 kph right up to 150, 160, 70. I haven't really tried out the top speed. So I like the linear power delivery. The brakes are amazing. And the best part about the bike, like I said, the handling. I mean, it feels as if it's stuck to the tarmac through a magnet. Absolutely nothing happens, and it's a heavy bike, mind you. It's a 200 kilo plus bike, but you don't really feel the weight. It's very nimble. You can just squeeze through traffic. It's a breeze riding this bike, really. And the bonus part is how it sounds. There's an instant smile put on your face once you're riding this. You don't really need to go fast to really enjoy the bike. At the same time, if you want to go fast, it's always there for you. Got a very linear power band. It's got very good brakes. The transmission is good enough. It's not clunky. It just slots in. It's not butter smooth either, mind you, but it slots into the gears perfectly. It's a low bike, very comfortable for getting on and off, especially for the pillion as well. Many a times we see women complaining that the pillion seat is a pop. So many a times we see women complaining that the pillion seat is too high, or it's difficult to mount and dismount the bike. Nothing like that. You don't really need to step onto the footrest to get onto the bike. Very comfortable that is. As far as the brand is concerned, as far as the sales after sales service are concerned, Triumph has got it spot on, at least here in Mumbai. The Shaman Triumph dealership is doing an excellent job with the sales and the service. The moment you enter the showroom, you're not really made to feel like a king. You're instantly made to feel like a part of the family, a friend. So it's one of the few showrooms where you can actually go and bear hug a sales executive. So I mean, most of the sales executives there are my friends, very good friends now that I've started riding with them. All of them ride. You just buy the brand and make new like-minded friends. It's that. So excellent job by Shaman Triumph here in Mumbai. If you're ever looking for a test ride and hesitating, that you won't be entertained, that's not the case. They're very receptive, very open, very friendly people. So if you're looking for a test ride, go ahead, head to Shaman Triumph and you'll come out happy. So does that mean this bike has no issues at all? That's not true. It's got a lot of the classic wartime kind of issues. Say for example, there are 3 keys, one for the ignition, one for the handle lock, one for the fuel lock. That's something that's quite irritating as time goes by. Not much information to display on the instrument panel. The bike is low, so for Indian conditions, if you're riding double seat, you're quite likely to scrape the underbelly very often, and that one thing to me is the biggest problem in the Bonneville. So scraping the underbelly is the biggest problem in the Bonneville. Especially here in India or on Mumbai, especially in the suburbs of Mumbai. I just enjoy the sound. So yeah, especially in the Mumbai suburbs, which is known to have nasty speed breakers, very likely to scrape the underbelly. That's one. The other is the bike has absolutely no storage spaces at all. So even if you want to keep book papers or maybe a cloth to clean the bike, you'll need a screwdriver, or you'll have to do some jugaad to keep tools and stuff. Otherwise it's got no storage space at all. It's got 5 gears, so you do miss the 6th gear when you're doing like 120 plus. on the highway, you do feel if you had a 6th gear, things would have been a lot more smoother. It's not that they are not enjoyable, but having a 6th gear would have made things a lot more smoother. That said, braking is spot on. The fueling is pretty nice. The bike is smooth, eager, happy to go. Not much to complain about. However, it's not an absolute, it's not a bike for the power junkie, you know. So if you're looking the kind of power that the Ninja 650 delivers, you will be disappointed with this one. It's got 60 PS, but the way it generates power is like very smooth, very linear. There are no surprises and shocks. So many people might find this boring beyond a certain point. But to me, this is absolutely amazing. I mean, right now I'm in 5th gear, doing 40 kph. Sorry, I was in 4th. Okay, right now I'm in 5th, doing 40 kph. Just a slight twist of the throttle, and I'm off. I'm doing 80 kph. Nothing to worry about. The brakes are there to save you. Ah, the scrambler. Ah, the tiger. Where are all these bikes coming from? Another problem with the bike, it's not that big a problem, but it heats a lot, especially in traffic, because it's air cooled. It heats a lot. The other thing you need to be careful about is it's got exhaust on both sides, so especially when a pillion is dismounting, the pillion needs to be careful, or rather you need to warn the pillion of the exhaust on the left side as well. I have had pillions who have had exhaust burns on their feet, so it's not a very pretty thing to do. Found out another flaw. The suspensions on this bike are, as you can see, quite hard and archaic, if I may say. So every bump that you go over translates to, it's like you're getting punched in the ass every time you hit a bump. So there's no mono shock. You really miss that mono shock. Oh, that's a Hummer coming. Braking, no problemo. So yeah, you really miss that mono shock, especially if you're used to riding motorcycles with a mono shock. You miss that. But these are niggling issues. You can really overlook them for what the bike gives you for the price. My only suggestion to you is if you have a budget of say 6 to 8 lakhs and you're looking to buy a modern classic motorcycle or any motorcycle at that price, just head to the Triumph showroom. And you won't be disappointed. Hope this helps. Have a nice day. Ta-da.